Papers around the world. How y'all been? It's been a minute. Well, look, life got in the way. You know how it is. It gets hard sometimes. But check it out. I'm coming to y'all with another review today. And yeah, y'all got a little glance. Alright. What it is the Reaper Plus that I'm reviewing. A couple of friends of mine have the tank. They told me how much they loved it. So I went out and I bought one. And I do enjoy this little tank. It's nice. It's a good sub-ohm tank. Now this tank is called the Reaper Plus. Alright. And it's made by Ejuice. Now this tank, what's nice about it, you got a juice control at the bottom. You also have airflow, which goes all the way around with a good tight restriction to it. And you also have a top airflow. Now this top airflow, it's true airflow. It's like the Hercules Plus tank. It goes all the way down the shaft and down to hit your coils. And the bottom airflow feeds all of that flavor and the good vapor production out. Alright, now this drip tip, it didn't come with this drip tip. Hold on, I might have it handy. No, I don't. Alright, this drip tip right here, it didn't come with it. It came with a full stainless steel with double O-rings at the bottom for a regular drip tip slot. You can interchange them. Now, I'm going to take this apart and show y'all the internals. Now this tank, it comes with two separate kind of coils. It comes with a .4, which I have in here. It's a little dark because I've been vaping on it. And it also comes with a .3 stainless steel 316. Now the .4, you can vape the .4 coil right here for anywhere from 35 watts to 100 watts. And the .3, you can only vape it from 35 to 85 or 35 to 80. Excuse me. But his coil right here, great vapor production, great flavor coming off of this. It's a good, solid coil in my personal opinion. Now, this is the coil. This is what they look like. See if yeah, no, it's not gonna do it. I got a crappy camera. Sorry, I'm broke, but way of life. This is the bottom connection for where the coil goes. I need to get some better lighting too, I see. This is the first time I've ever did any type of hardware for a mod, so please excuse me. I'm so used to doing juice, I don't have to have all that great lighting. But in this right here, these holes that are closed off, that's your juice flow at the bottom. The coil just slides in here, screw it down. And what I like about this tank, I only have one other tank built like this. And it's not a tank, it's an RTA. Alright, now this is the OBS. And it's made by OBS and it's called the Creexus. RTA, it's built very similar, juice flow the same. But what was real interesting about it, this was the only tank that had this nice design of airflow. It's a slider on the side. Take your 120 ml bottle, a 60 ml bottle, it don't matter. As long as it's got that tiny needle on it, which I'm about to fill this up right here. And this juice that I'm using tonight, I'm going to finish up with a review on this later on. And this is Red Hots by My Best Juice. First time I'm trying it. So let's see what we're looking like. Close up. Now, when you fill this up, I heard a lot of people have problems with leaking when they first get this. When you fill this up, close off your juice flow and make sure your air holes are closed. Your bottom air holes are closed. Okay? Now, when you first get it, you're going to want to check the coil, see if the coil screwed down all the way. Because I never had a problem with this tank. I took it, made sure the coil was tight. After I made sure the coil was tight, I wound it up sitting there and rinsing out the tank, you know, because of all the machine oil and stuff they use in the shops to make these. which it wasn't a lot. It has good threads on it, solid threads. And started vaping on it. I mean, there ain't nothing else to it. Just started vaping on it. And I loved it. As soon as I got the first pull off of it, I enjoyed this tank. So I've been talking about this tank for a minute. So let's put it on. And I'm vaping on that. It's not new anymore, but when I first got it, it was new and I enjoyed this mod. It is the Sigeli 213. And right now, you'll be able to see it. I'm vaping at 70 watts. The other writing's a little small, so I'm going to read it off to you. It's 0.41 ohms. It's 0.4 coil. Alright. And I'm pushing out 5.3 volts and 13 amps, it says. And get a few pulls because, like I said, I just rinsed it out. Now, this right here, this juice. Oh, one last thing before I go to the juice. This tank also holds 3.8 mils of juice, which is a good amount in my opinion. Granted, I'm a chain vape. I vape a lot, so I went through 2 tanks so far today, but I enjoy it. I keep a little unicorn 30 ml bottle, one of these My Best Juice bottles from Mr. Kevin. Anything with this type of nipple on it, or any standard unicorn bottle, you should be set to run this tank quickly and efficiently, and safely, because I know a lot of people try and fill up while they at a red light and stuff like that. And that, all in all, that's not a great thing to do because, I mean, I'm guilty of it. I'm not going to lie, but it's just a lot quicker. You don't have to sit there and fight with it. But one more, I'm sorry. I enjoy this tank. I enjoy the flavors I got from Mr. Kevin. I got a whole bunch of juice reviews coming out for My Best Juice very shortly. They should be once a day, but I might have a week where I don't post any because of my work schedule's crazy right now. I'm gonna pull on it one more time. We're gonna talk some more about the My Best Juice, and I can give y'all a rundown on what the flavor is and how he's doing his Nick and everything like that. There she is. I'm gonna bump this up. Okay, so let's talk about this again. I like this sound. The juice sound. All right. This is My Best Juice by Mr. Kevin. He's on Facebook. I'm going to write his full name down in the description where you can find him on Facebook. Or if you need to, I'll write my name down as well. And y'all can come holler at either one of us and I could get you in touch with him. All right. So, anyway, this is Red Hots. And Red Hots here, you remember the candies that come in a box? All right. The ones like Mike and Ike's, but it was just Red Hots. It was a good fiery cinnamon, almost put your mouth on fire, but not quite, you know. And you get all of that with this. I gotta honestly do say, Mr. Kevin, with the Red Hots on My Best Juice, you're spot on. All right. I wouldn't change a thing. Not one thing about it. I will be personally buying a 120 bottle very shortly. All right. Because this will be gone by the end of next week. Now, I did purchase all of these juices. I talked with Mr. Kevin and I wanted to show what my best juice had to offer for the simple fact that I know Mr. Kevin personally. I know the pride he puts behind his work when it comes to his juices. And what's very nice about Mr. Kevin with my best juice, he's always running great sales. All right. And he can add extra flavor if he needs to. But on top of that, he don't mind mixing and matching flavors on his list. All right, he doesn't mind customizing the nicotine level as well. All right, normally you get offered 0, 3, 6, 8, and 12. Well, Mr. Kevin wound up mixing this up for me because I asked for a 4. Because threes are right there, but I'm pulling on it. I'm vaping so much, going through so much of my juice. I had to just bump it up a little bit. And even with a 4 nicotine level, it still has a great flavor. I know a lot of people say nicotine cuts flavoring, and it's a proven fact. So it has great flavor even at a little bit of a higher dosage than what you might use. So I'm going to take another pull on this, and then we're going to go a little deeper into the flavor. Like I said, I wouldn't change a thing. I enjoy this juice. I enjoy this line because I know everything I get from this line I'm going to enjoy because I know it's put together well. It's always used with the top ingredients from what I know of. And this is just a great line to have somebody like Mr. Kevin standing behind and being proud of. And with the customer service from Mr. Kevin, the way he ships out, you'll get it priority mail within 3 to 4 days at the most, depending on where you live at. And it's just a great thing because you're getting a good product for a low price compared to what you would pay at a vape shop. I just had somebody tell me that they went to a vape shop and paid $40 for a 100 ml bottle. You know, with Mr. Kevin, you get 120s for a lot cheaper. You're getting 20 more mils of juice, and it is lower on the cost. So I want to thank Mr. Kevin for getting me back lined up with all this stuff here, all these juices, and this great tank. And to start back reviewing and say hello to all my vape family out there because I miss doing this, I miss reaching out, and I miss seeing all the comments at the bottom. You know, so I'm going to sit here and say if y'all like my page, if y'all like what I'm saying, if my reviews are just half-ass decent, you know, please, I'm going to ask you like, subscribe to my page, and leave a comment down below. Give me pointers on what I could do better, and what else would y'all prefer to see in the line. I can, if y'all like, I'll place a list of all the flavors I've received from Mr. Kevin when I made my order, and I'll let my subscribers pick the next flavor that I do for a review. I'm going to try and push these out as often as I can, but at the most, it should be no longer than a week at a time for me to put one out. I will start getting back to doing them every week, one day of the week. I got to pick which one. And just show some love, all right? So I'm going to sit here and say it one last time. This is Joe Blue saying, don't blow a lung, blow some vape. Deuces.